My name's Kaz. Welcome for our mind and body class today here at Christchurch University. We work alongside our parks and we give you 7 classes a week, which I will tell you about later. All you need is a mat. You don't need any shoes on, any socks on. We do it all with bare feet. And we're going to do a nice little bit of Tai Chi to start with. And then we're going to move on to a lot of floor stuff today. Yeah? Excellent. So come into a nice wide stance. So the best way to try and work out where our feet need to be is stick your arms out and have a little look to see if your feet are underneath your wrists or your forearm bit. Yeah, that's a really nice stance to have. If it's too much, then bring it in just a little bit, but not too much. We want to keep a nice wide stance. We're going to have a little bit of a bend in the knee. A little bit of a bend in the knee constantly. Why? Because we're constantly engaging our quads then. I want you to draw your energy up just in line with your chest. So we cup our hands and we bring our energy up and then we're going to push it down and we're going to sink deeper into that squat. Sink deeper into that squat. Bring it up. Take a really deep inhale when you come up and then push it out and breathe out. So I can't get very low today. Bring it up. Do all of this in your own time. Push it down. But I want you to try and get really low, yeah? I fell over the other day. My knees really, really hurt. But try and get as low as you possibly can. A little bit of a demonstration as low as we can, yeah? There we go. There we go. Come on, get right down and lift it up. But we don't ever come up straight. We always keep that constant bend so that we can really, really keep those quads working all the time and engage. One more time. Push down, let it all out. Draw it up. And all I want you to do is hang your hands in front of you. And you're going to sweep them across. And you're going to take your weight to one side and sweep it back to the other side. Sweep it across. So you're pushing away. So we push away. Our palms are out and push away. Relax your hands. Lady fingers, we call them. Push them away. It's a bit sexist, but obviously ladies have got more delicate hands, I guess. I don't know. Mine aren't. Push it away. So watch, we're transferring the weight. We're not really coming up or down. We transfer it over and to the other side. Transfer it over to the other side. Reach, really reach across. Let's get wider. Shift that weight. Keep it low. If you can, get even lower into that squat position, yeah? We're going to sweep it up. Palms facing out. We're going to sink down. Sweep it across. Sweep it across. Sweep it across. And up. Sink it down. So we take it across one side, second side, third side. On that fourth time, you take it all the way up. And you come down. So we sweep it to one side, sweep it to the other side, sweep and sweep it up and over and sink right down. Come on, girls, boys, sweep it across one more time. We sweep it, and that last time, that fourth time, we go all the way up and we sink down. Very nice. Nice little bit more. We're going to really stretch those hamstrings today. So we're going to come into our mountain pose. So it's just a really nice straight posture. Shoulders relaxed, knees, feet, eyes facing forward. Shoulders relaxed. All I want you to do is take your right knee up, take your right knee out, take it back, and that's our first bit. With our arms, hands to your heart center. You take it up as you draw your knee up. You open them wide as you take your leg out and you reach for that toe. So from the front, so we've worked out our legs. They come up, they come out and back with our hands. Oh, balance. Up. We reach up. As we bring that knee up, we open and we step back and we grab that toe. Alternate it on each side. So as you bring your knee up, fingertips to the ceiling. I do it really slowly. We open out. Everything's wide. We take it back. We bend that back leg and we reach the front toe. I'm going to carry on doing it so I don't have enough space. I'm going to do it from the front. Up, out, back. Try and do a little bit quicker. Reach up, wide, open your chest and out. Feel that toe and that hamstring stretch. Out, reach. Draw the energy up with that knee. You take it out wide. You step back and you grab it. Couple more times. Take it up and out. One more time. Draw it up, out, back. So it's a really nice hip opener, that one. Love a bit of Tai Chi. Right. So we are going to come into our triangle. We're going to do a triangle and a tiny little bit of balance. We're going to do a different type of pulse raiser today. So we're going to get our heart working, but we're not going to do a sun salutations today. So all I want you to do is come into our mountain pose. Come into your mountain pose. So this is our equivalent to a sun salutations, a pulse raiser. Rise your arms up to extended mountain. Open them wide and fold. Open them wide and fold. Step your right foot back into a lunge. So we're in a lunge. Stay here. Take your left foot back into our downward facing dog. Bring your right foot in between your hands, back to that lunge. Bring that back leg in. Reach up. So we're going to do 3 more quite quickly. We're going to get the heart working, get a bit of warm up. So we fold. We take our left foot back into that lunge. We take our other foot back into that downward facing dog. Then we bring our left foot forward, back in, rise up. A little bit quicker maybe. Fold, right foot back into that lunge. Let's get a nice lunge. We step back into that downward facing dog. We bring our right leg back in. We're back in that lunge. We bring our back leg in and we rise up. 4th and last time, fold. Left foot back into that nice lunge. Back into our downward facing dog. Left foot comes forward, back in that nice lunge. Back leg in. And up. Yeah? Should have got our heart rate going a little bit there. So we're going to do a one-legged dog now. So come down to your downward facing dog. Your downward facing dog. Let's nail that. Excellent. I can see that, Liz. Lovely, lovely. So our downward facing dog, we have our fingertips facing forward and so are our toes. Try and push your heels down to the floor. We want to try and push our chest to our thighs. And stay here for just a couple of seconds. Take a really deep breath in. And when you let it out, try and draw your chest closer to your thigh. Take one leg up in the air. This is our one-legged dog, if you've got it. Otherwise, stay in your downward facing dog. So you bring your right leg up. Right leg up. And I just want you to sweep it forward into a lunge. We sweep it. We're not touching the floor. We sweep it under into our lunge. If you're in your downward facing dog and you've stayed there, you're back into your lunge as well. But try and sweep it from our one-legged dog. Step back. Step back into our downward facing dog. So everything's on the floor, hands and feet. Now, take your other foot off the floor. Our one-legged downward facing dog. Sweep it under. Right under, back into that lunge. We got it? Remember, if the one-legged dog is too much, stay in your downward facing dog, but we're still here with our lunge. Come down to your child's pose. Give those shoulders a little bit of a breather. Just want you to sit on your heels, come up, and we do a couple of shoulder rolls. Yeah, inversions. So anything where our heart is higher than our head are really, really good. But putting all the weight on the shoulders really requires strength. Let's find our downward facing dog again. Back we go. Find your downward facing dog. This is going to strengthen our wrists as well. Right leg up in the air. Right leg up in the air. Sweep it under. Sweep it under back into that lunge. And from here, take your arms up here as well. Rise up. Show me the balance you got this morning. We rise up here. Come back down. Back into our downward facing dog. This is a great version. It works our parasympathetic nerve as well. One-legged dog, left foot up. Sweep it underneath. That nervous system is your rest and digest. Calms the mind, helps with your digestion. Rise up with those arms, rise up. Hands down. Walk your back foot back in. Walk the back foot in. And stay in your fold. We're going to do a nice little ragdoll fold. Grab your elbows with your hands. Grab your elbows with your hands. So we're staying in our fold. Grab your elbows with your hands. This is our ragdoll. And have a little sway. Have a little sway. We're oxygenating the brain as well, you know. We're getting it there. Take those deep breaths in though. Remember your tummy pushes out when you breathe in and you let it all out. Okay, nice. Come up to your extended mountain pose. Let's do a nice counter pose for that. All I want you to do is take a tiny little back bend. Tiny little back bend. Take your arms wide and grab your hands behind your back and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Squeeze, open your chest. Take your arms back up and bring them down to your heart center. We're going to find our triangle pose. So our triangle pose is exactly the same feet as our warrior two. So our right foot is forward. Shorter end of your mat, if you've got one. This back leg is off to a 1/4 on the clock, 90 degrees. If you're the other way around, it's 1/4. We want a nice 90 degrees. Our whole body on the top half is facing the side. So we've got our front leg, shorter end of the mat, whole body facing the side. With our triangle, our legs are straight. Yeah? They're not bent. That's the warrior two. That's our triangle. Our arms are out here with our palms facing down. And we're going to look forward. Look at that front foot, that front hand. Stay here. So remember, try and keep your legs nice and straight. We're going to shift the weight to the front, shift it to the front. And all I want you to do, if you've got it in you today, is come here. If not, grab your shin and reach your arm up. There's your supported hold. No hold. Hand next to the leg. So everything is straight. We can have a tiny little bend in the knee if we need it. Open out your heart. And I want you to tuck your hand behind your back. Tuck your hand behind your back and really open the chest. Look up, look up. Nice. Come back up, come back. Oh, that's my balance there. We're going to turn everything over to the other side. So we turn our feet to face the other side. Yeah, that's all we're changing. Hands out, eye gaze to the front. It's a new front, it's a different side. Shift your weight, shift. So all we do is we shift and we turn. Remember your option. Oh, I need it, a little bit of a rest, hold on to my shin. If not, take it away. We're ready to open our heart and chest. Take that hand behind your back. Lift your eye gaze up, lift your chest up. Someone else wants a little bit more of an option. Okay, this is a really difficult option. If you want it, take it. If you don't worry about it. But you take your hand behind lower back. So we're gonna practice this. You want to give it a practice. We take our hand right down underneath our bottom. So we've shifted our weight, and you're going to try and grab your hand underneath and then open your chest. So from the side, it's not good if you've got bad shoulders. Yeah, don't even give it a go if your shoulders hurt, but give it a chance. But I don't want you to lean over. Don't lean over. You've got to try and lean to the side. There we go. Nice, Sharon. Love it. Very nice. Otherwise, stay in your triangle. Right, we're going to go to the other side. Other side. Turn that round to face the other side. Really should not have done that. Woo-hoo! So if you have easily dislocating shoulders, don't do that. My body's broken, man. It's 14 years of exercise, jumping around. So we go back into our triangle on the other side. Give it an option if you want to try that here. We are going to take off from here, but if you wanted to quickly see if you could do it this side instead. So you remember, you shift your weight, you take your hand right underneath your bottom, you try to grab it with the other one, but you've got to keep your chest up. Got to keep your chest up. So that front hand grabs underneath. Yeah, it's an option. It's not necessary. Okay, all I want you to do, shift your weight onto your front leg. Shift onto your front leg, keeping that back toe down. And then I want you to tip forward, taking your back leg up and open out your arms. This is our aeroplane pose. So get really nice and steady with it. So all we do, we keep that back toe down for a bit, then we tip, lift it really slowly, keeping our eye gaze down, and we open our arms out wide for that balance. Keep it here. An option for you. Feeling balanced today? If you want to take it, here's your option. We come into our half moon. So we're from our aeroplane. So find your balance from your aeroplane and you twist to the side. That's a half moon. It's an option. See how your balance is. See if you can do it nice and slowly. You can have your hand on the floor, or you can have it just resting at the side. Just resting at the sides, even more balance. Yeah? If you have it on the floor, it's a little bit more flexibility you're showing, but also you've got to make sure that you're not rounding forward. So give it a couple of tries. Make sure we get it. And we're going to do it on the other side. We're going to do it on the other side. So remember, that back toe's there back. Get it nice and lined. We tip forward and we lift that back arm up, back leg up. And there we are in our aeroplane. Getting nice and centered. Nice balance. Turn to the side into your floating half moon. We could be down here. We could be down here if you are feeling the flexibility, but we want to make sure that we're not rounding forward. Yeah. I hurt my knee, I fell over. Show me, that's lovely. Awesome. Very nice, Victoria, but open it right out. There, we want that chest right out. This works our core and our balance. Nice one, ladies. Come on down, and boys, come on down to the floor. We're going to do a tiny little bit Pilates. Why not? So we're going to come into our tabletop plank. So first of all, we're just going to do a nice little tabletop. So have your hands underneath your shoulders and your fingertips facing forward. Got it? Wicked. Feet hip width apart. Come on up. There's our tabletop. We have dinner off our tummies. Your option here, one leg out. If it's too much on your shoulders or your wrists, show me a normal plan. Show me a normal bridge. Yeah, that's your option. If you're here, one leg out. Taking the harder option, both feet forward. In art, this is our plank, our tabletop plank. We need strength in the core. This really works the shoulders. Remember your option. You can be down here. We're working our glutes, whichever way you work it. So this could be your option right now. This could be our option. This one, this one. Choose what works for your arms. Squeeze your bottom. Nice, nice, nice. Very nice. Okay, we're going to come into a little side plank. Come back down. Nice little side plank. If we set these up, you can stay in a side plank for quite a while. So we want our hand facing the side, shoulders over those elbows, shoulders over your elbows. Take that bottom leg out. Nice line. Nice. And all I want you to do is curl that back under and take your top leg up here. So this is our side plank on our knee for now. We're on our knee. Make sure that shoulder is over your elbow all the time. Who's with me? Next option, both up. Both up. Onto our feet. Third option, open it out. Come on, Victoria, open it out. There we go. There we go. Very nice. Come on down. We're going to do it on the other side. So if this is too much on your shoulders, come back down, go back up, or just stay down. Yeah? Okay. Right. So remember your options. You're on your knee and your top leg's out. And you're up here. Yeah? Second option, both feet out. Third option, up here. There's your options. Very nice. Hold your core in tight. Keep your chest open. Come on down. That is amazing. Very, very nice. There's our little bit of Pilates today. We're going to come in our staff pose. Into our staff pose. So all we do is we sit on our bottoms, properly on our bottoms. Hands at the floor, hands on the floor, fingertips facing forward, chest open. And lift your chest high, keeping your hands on the floor. Do you know what? Sitting down is actually, does require a lot of muscle work. And this does too. All I want you to do is take your arms wide and reach up to the ceiling. You're going to tip from the hip and try and grab your toes. Tip from the hip and try and grab your toes. If you're up here, that's as far as your body is going to let you go. At least try a little bounce. See if we can get a little bit closer. A little bit of a bend in the knee maybe. It's up to you. We touch our toes if we can. We're cutting ourselves in half. Rise up. We're going to do it again. Take a really deep breath in. Open out your chest. And then get ready to fold again. So we're up and we fold. And let all the air out so that we make our chest as small as we possibly can. We're taking away any extra space we don't need. Letting it all out. Remember that little bend in that knee if we need it, yeah? Or we open our hamstrings up, really, really open them up. Very nice. Very nice indeed. We're going to come to a wide-legged fold now. Wide-legged fold. So, this might be a completely different fold for you. You might be able to get even closer to the floor. Depending on your hips, if they're stiff, you might not even get anywhere near the floor. See what works for you. This is working our bodies. We're finding out a little bit more about them. Take our arms up to the side and up above our head and fold forward. That's it. All depends on your flexibility. Remember to hang your head. That's 11 pounds of weight, letting you fall forward a bit more. It's a whole baby on top of your shoulders, hanging you down. Walk your hands back. Deep breath in. Lift it up. Try and keep your toes out. Try and keep your hamstrings and your legs nice and straight. Rise up. Big breath in. I want to see your chest open. And then I want you to let the air out so we get as close to the floor as we possibly can. We're ready to fold. Take it all out and fold. Take some really nice deep breaths. One more. Let that air out a little bit more and come right as close to the floor as you can. Very nice. Very nice. From here, oh, I want to keep it wide. We're still keeping it wide. We're working those hamstrings. Right hand on the floor. Left arm up high. Take it over and lean to the side. So this stretch is in the side of our bodies now, yeah? We've stretched the back. Now we're stretching the side. Elbow to the floor, maybe. Elbow to the floor. Oh, there's the stretch. But keeping our chest open. We don't want to roll down. If we're going to get our elbow and we're rolling forward, it defies the object of the stretch. Come on up to the other side. So this might be the case. We're here. Our chest is open. If we're down here and we're here, defeats it. So if we're on our elbow, we still want to reach to the side and open our chest. Turn your eye gaze up. That always opens your chest out a little bit more. Take it up. Come back into our staff pose. Come back into our staff pose. We're going to do a nice little staff pose twist. So what I want you to do is take your left hand onto your right leg. Take your back arm round. Lift your chest up and turn your eye gaze back. Turn your eye gaze back. Lift your chest high with that big inhalation. And then twist a little bit further round. Use that hand that you have on your knee to lift, lever yourself round. And swap it over to the other side. Just to the side of the knee. Take that back arm round. Lift your chest high. Take your eye gaze round. We want a nice little twist. Little bit more of a lever. Come on, lever it round. One more big breath. And lever it round. Amazing. We're going to come into our corpse pose. Our Shavasana, that's what I like to call it. That's what it is called in Sanskrit. So lie down like we're sleeping. Ah, very nice. Just let your hands fall wherever they need to. Palms down, palms up. Toes to the ceiling. And close your eyes for me. Couple of minutes. Okay, we're literally going to take 60 seconds to think about nothing. This is our 2 minutes of silence today where we don't have to think about anything. So let everything go. Keeping our eyes closed, feeling the sun on your face. If you're by the window or you're outside, just having that sun on your face. Doesn't it feel good? So we've stopped thinking about anything right now. Really try and clear your mind. Can't ever stress enough how important 2 minutes of not thinking about anything a day is good for your health. We need to give our brains a rest every now and then. Keep those eyes closed. That silence. I want you to scrunch your eyes up for me. Scrunch your eyes up. Scrunch your face up. And relax it. Scrunch your palms together. Squeeze your palms together. Crinkle your toes. Squeeze them together. And release them. And in your own time, slowly come up into our seated position. Our crossed legs, our half lotus, whichever one you want to do. As always, I'm going to wish you a very nice rest of the day. Great Friday, great weekend. Namaste. Thanks very much, guys. Remember to check out our YouTube channel and all our other classes.